English is a very rich language because it has borrowed words from different languages from all over the world. Today's video, which is requested by our special member Praveen Patil a very long time back, is on Latin and French borrowings into English. Words from the Latin language which are used in English, their meanings and how to use them. Because Praveen Patil is from the legal profession, they use these words very often. Also French words. The word which is in French, now we have the usage in English, so the meaning of the word, how to put it into sentences are all there in this video. Once you watch the video and practice them, your vocabulary will reach a much advanced level. You will find that you are able to use these words in the correct context and impress everyone with your speaking and writing abilities in English. Now let us go to each of these words. Let us begin with some Latin words and expressions which are used in English. The first word is ad hoc. Look at the spelling. AD, there is space, and HOC, ad hoc. Pronunciation, spelling, all these you have to note. Now what does it mean? When it is used in English, ad hoc means for a specific purpose, not as permanent. Or it also means temporary, and it also means makeshift. So here there are three different meanings. They are synonymous with each other, and the word is ad hoc. Two examples are there. An ad hoc committee was constituted for resolving the problem. Ad hoc means not permanent. The officers were given promotion on an ad hoc basis, that is, makeshift basis. The Latin expression verbatim. Look at the spelling and pronunciation. Verbatim, stress on bay, the second syllable. This means exact repetition. When you reproduce exactly what the other person has said or written, that is verbatim. And again, another meaning, word for word. You get the exact form, every word is there. The word therefore we use here is verbatim. Look at the two examples we have here. The child came home and repeated verbatim what the teacher had said. So the teacher had given some instruction. Exactly in the same tone, using the same words and same expressions in the right order, the child explained. Then you have the journalist reported the president's speech verbatim. That is, the president spoke and what the journalist gave as a report was exactly what the president said, verbatim. Suo motu is a Latin phrase. Look at the spelling and see that there is a space between these two words, but together they are used as a phrase, and it means independently or on its own initiative, by itself. That is what it means. Look at the examples. The Supreme Court took decision to open the case suo motu. So that means on its own initiative. Nobody asked the Supreme Court, because usually courts are asked, but here nobody asked. The National Commission for Women undertook a suo motu investigation in that case, again on its own. A very commonly used Latin phrase is bona fide. Two words, look at the spelling. But in American English, it's also pronounced as bona fide. The last E is also pronounced. The meaning here is genuine or sincere or not fraudulent. That means not cheating, not doing something which is illegal. That is bona fide or bona fide. During the fraud investigation, it was found that the accountant's actions were bona fide and he was innocent. That means he was sincere. The actions were sincere and he was not cheating anybody. Next example. She had to prove that she was a bona fide member of the commission before they let her enter the premises. So she had to prove her identity, and that is genuineness of her presence there. Here we have de facto or de facto. Again, it's two words. It's a Latin phrase. Look at the spelling because that's very important. Most of these expressions are mainly used in writing. What it means is something that actually exists or is accepted by but may not be official. De facto. Examples. The owner's son is the de facto decision maker of the company. So that is, he's doing the job, but it might not be officially accepted. English is the de facto language of international business. Nobody says that English is the only language in the world. There are many, but what it actually does is it communicates the written or business language all over the world. Here we have the Latin expression pro bono. Pro bono is again two words. It's a phrase and its meaning is work that is done free of cost or voluntarily. You don't take any salary or any money for it. The poor in many countries are provided legal aid on pro bono basis. That means they get help of a lawyer. They don't have to pay the lawyer. The detective believed that the poor man accused of murder was innocent. So he agreed to do the investigation pro bono. The Latin phrase status quo means the current or existing situation. Status quo is also two words. The spelling is also important for you. Pronunciation is important. Now look at the examples. The court ordered to maintain status quo in the property dispute case till the final verdict. That means it should be exactly as it is till the final verdict is given. She is happy with the status quo as she hates any kind of change. So everything remains the same. That is status quo. The Latin expression quid pro quo is made out of three words. This phrase means getting something only in return of giving something. Here are the examples. Her boss said that her promotion would be a quid pro quo to my working overtime and on weekends. So if I work, then only she gets a promotion. It's a return. It's an exchange. My friend promised to take me to see a film as a quid pro quo for giving him the rare book that I had bought. I gave a book, therefore, in return, I get to see a movie. Vice versa is commonly used in English, but it is from the Latin root. It means the reverse or the other way round. Here are two examples. Her cat didn't like her neighbor and vice versa. That means neighbor also didn't like the cat. My friends help me when I'm in trouble and vice versa. That is, when they are in trouble, I also help them. Let us begin with the French words and expressions. First word, rendezvous. Now here you can see the spelling and pronunciation are totally different. Rendezvous. It means a meeting, often a secret meeting, or a place of meeting, or even to meet. These are all examples. The cafe, again cafe, you look at the mark which shows you how it's pronounced, was the favorite rendezvous of all the famous writers. Second sentence, the smugglers fixed the rendezvous for midnight in the forest near the beach. A commonly used expression in English, but derived from the French language, is boutique. Now, boutique is a place a small place where you get good clothes or some high-end and specialized services which are available in this exclusive place. Examples. They decided to book a boutique hotel for their honeymoon. That boutique sells beautiful hand-embroidered dresses. Here you see both the meanings are clear from these two sentences. The French word encore usually means once more. When the audience wants the performer in a musical program to do it again, to perform once more, then this word is used. The audience wanted an encore after the end of her piano concert. She played so well that they wanted it once more. She sang one more song as an encore. Here again we have the word where an extra song after everybody said please sing again. Bon voyage also is a common expression derived from the French language and borrowed into English. That means wishing you a good journey. I wished my friend bon voyage when he left for America. All her friends shouted bon voyage as she left them and entered the airport terminal to take the flight to London. The French expression faux pas, when used in English, means a social blunder, some terrible mistake which is socially embarrassing, which is unacceptable. Faux pas. Look at the spelling and pronunciation. He realized that he had committed a faux pas by asking the young woman her age. Usually you're not supposed to ask women their age. My mother told me that wearing a modern dress at the traditional Indian religious function would be a fashion faux pas. That means it's traditional, wear traditional dresses. Where it's modern, you wear modern dresses. Bon appetit is also from French, meaning a wish before a meal, asking that you enjoy the food. The waiter said bon appetit after serving the dinner. During the formal dinner, when the host wished bon appetit, it was a signal that we could all start eating. Look at this phrase, déjà vu. That is also from French, and you can see that there are certain accent marks on top of the letters that you have to remember. The meaning is a feeling that you've already experienced a situation before, even though it is the first time you are facing it. Two examples are here. I had a strong sense of déjà vu when I visited London for the first time, as though you've seen it before. When, as a teacher, he visited the school where he had studied, he got a sense of deja vu. Because one day he was a student, now he's a teacher. RSVP is an abbreviation you might find at the end of invitations. The full form is again from French. Répondez s'il vous plaît. This is what respond, please, or please answer whether you're coming or not to an invitation. Examples: we expected all the invitees to the annual day to RSVP within 15 days. In India, very few guests invited to a wedding send in a formal RSVP. Then we cannot guess how many are going to attend. RSVP is very important for the organizers. Now, if you have benefited from these words, which I prepared for one specific member who requested it, please let me know. Then I can give you the borrowed words from German, Arabic, Indian, and other languages which are active in English today, because English is a living language. It keeps borrowing from others. I would expect you to send your comments about this so that I go ahead and prepare another video on this. Thank you. I hope you have liked the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done it. Press the bell icon so that you get notifications. Like and hype the video and share it as widely as you can. Join the channel as a member to attend all the live classes I conduct and also to get other benefits. Thank you and all the best.